Hey guys, so we're coming back for another topic of the day. And I wanted to talk about meshing your money together with the opposite sex, um, especially with the narc. Okay, so I wrote down some notes and I said, never let a man, especially a narcissist, know how much money you have in the bank, in your bank account, or either even stashed in your house. I did this and it did not turn out well. And side note, I said the only reason why I did was because I was grinding out so much before I was due to leave the country for 5 to 6 months. And because I needed a car, I expressed the need to him to either rent a car or purchase one. Um, and he asked me how much money I had in my bank account. Now, mind you, this was in 2021. So, in 2020, by me dealing with the rapist, I had lost my vehicle because my life was in shambles, and pretty much I was not able to keep up with the car note that I had. I had a 2020 Toyota Yaris. It was brand new. By the time I got done with that situationship, relationship, or whatever, it looks like my vehicle was a bucket. Just, I mean, the damages that he and his son's mother did to my vehicle, it was just ridiculous. And so, um, I was not in the right frame of mind, and I was not able to keep up with the car note, and it got repossessed. So when I met the other narcissist, um, I had been punishing myself. I could have been purchased a vehicle, but I was kind of punishing myself because it was just like, look, girl, never let a man or anyone for that matter put you in a situation or get your mind so messed up that you lose out on things that you work so hard for. So when I met this other person, I did not have a vehicle. And also because I knew that I was going to be leaving the country for 5 or 6 months, I didn't really feel the need to get another vehicle. Well, I ended up picking up a cleaning job from one of my clients, and I was like, okay, well, now I need a vehicle because I was cleaning for her, and I just didn't want to be doing like Uber or Lyft or whatever, with my cleaning supplies and things like that. If I already just like had the cleaning supplies at her place and kept them there, that would have been a different story, because the only thing that I would have had to concern myself about is getting there, with my person, with my being, and with my purse. But yeah, so I let him know how much money I had in my bank accounts. Also, when he would give me money, I would stash money um all around my apartment, and he saw that. Well, what he started doing was, even though I felt like he was giving me money and he was, showering me with gifts or whatever, it's almost like three card Monty. Like, they'll let you win the first time. But then they start switching up stuff, you know? And that's what he was doing. And to the point where I found myself like looking at my bank accounts, and I was like, okay, this money is getting depleted and it's not getting replenished. Like, or depleted and it's not getting replenished. So when I started telling him that, he told me and looked around my apartment and was like, I see a lot of things that you can get rid of and sell off. So basically, he told me sell off my stuff that I had worked so hard for, that I needed for my business. And I'm telling you, it was like being in this relationship and engaged to this man, it was almost like I was under some type of spell. Like, I just did not realize how much money I was spending on the relationship, how much money I was pouring into him, getting Ubers or getting Uber Eats, or like at the time I was smoking marijuana. So, like, for me, I don't need a whole bunch of marijuana. Like, I can let whatever I get, a couple of joints and whatever, or like something that does not cost that much. He was the least that I was spending on marijuana, and this was not just in a day. This was like multiple times a day. It was like probably $75. Whereas for me, it would be like 5, 10, 15, maybe on occasion $20 to $25. And that's just one time. Him multiple times. And so yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. Like, it's not a good idea to bridge. And he was telling me like, oh, okay, babe, well, because I was like, he asked me what kind of type of car that I wanted. I told him, and he was like, oh, well, I'm gonna get like a Lexus or something like this, and all this stuff. With I've never even thought to get a Lexus, even when Lexuses were like the popular vehicles and things like that. It just was not my dish. So yeah, just don't do that. It's not a good idea. Also, it's not a good idea to have joint bank accounts. You have your own bank account and let them have their own bank account. And I would say whatever you're going to purchase everything in cash. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today.